I am speechless. I am stunned. I am bamboozled. Months of hard work, years of grinding, dedication, commitment has finally paid off one way or another. This is it. This is one of the most proudest moments in a video here. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. You know, when I showed y'all Xbox Series X, I was sad and disappointed because the PS5 got delayed, but then I kept my cool, I kept my calm. I was like, alright, you know, it's okay if I don't get it on launch day, that's fine. I waited in lines. Let's go through the journey together. So it all started with, I got the message that it is delayed. I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm sad and mad. I'm gonna take my hype here on Xbox. We did that. It doesn't matter. A few days later, we finally got the message. They gave us the time. They gave us the date. They were like, yo, it is happening. Get your butts up. Be there. Boom. And it happened. This was my reaction. Got the message. What is it, SmackNPie? It's early in the morning. I can't sleep. They did give me a scare yesterday, because yesterday we all got emails. Now, before actually they said ready for collection, it's invoice and thank you for ordering. We were like, hold on. The order got cancelled. But thankfully that wasn't the case. So they gave us time tomorrow at 9 AM. Ladies and gentlemen, I got everything ready to camp outside the store. I'm so scared because if I don't get my hands on the... I'm scared, ladies and gentlemen. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Help me, boys. Send some love. Then I knew exactly what I needed to do. I prepared myself mentally. I made sure that I'm ready mentally, physically. Every bone in my body is ready for this, so that I don't get no seizures. I don't get no excuses when the time comes to stay and stand in line, because I knew it's gonna be a long one. And then it happened, ladies and gentlemen. We went there and I was super extra crispy scared because I knew that they're gonna have a limited quantity, and they did. But thankfully we went super early, super early, and there were 2 people there only. And this is me going extra early. So I went there, I'm like, okay, thank God, I'm at number 3. We went there. At first we weren't looking at each other, we were just, you know, kind of peeking at one another. I'm like, oh, he's here for PS5, I'm here for PS5, and it doesn't matter. A few minutes later, we started seeing a little bit. A few hours later, people started coming in, and they came in hot. Within a matter of a few minutes, the line was just didn't stop. It was just kept going and going and going. 2 hours into the line, we started talking. I asked him, which versions did you got? What games did you buy? What accessories and whatnot? And we finally became friends. The point of me telling you this line story is because I was at number 3, like I just told you. But since we talked and became friends, hopefully, we were standing on the blocks of thread that they made for lines. He was standing right in front of the door. There was another red block on the left to him, and after that there was a wall. So I stood there. So if an employee comes towards the line, and he would see me as number 1, but I was at number 3. But you know what? He was like, you know what? It's fine. You go be number 1, I don't care. That was nasty because he came in 2 hours earlier than me, and he still was like, alright, you know what, you be number 1. Regardless, they came in, checked our masks, temperatures, and made sure that we are not injected and whatnot. We had to take the app, rehearsed all the instructions, all the stuff that we needed to take care of once we get inside, and it was like, alright, everybody open up your barcodes and codes and verifications and whatnot, you know, the things that they sent us on the phone. And this is where a lot of people were like, oh, we're ready. People were more than ready. People had stuff open on their double phones. They were showing stuff on left phone and right phone. Then they brought 2 from the... I'm lying, they were only 2 phones. And I didn't know how long the line was because it kept going. They had to cut out, and they had to basically announce loudly that they only have 250 PlayStations for a few hours. Then we're gonna have a break time, and then later in the afternoon we're gonna have more than 250. So only 250 PlayStations now. A few hours later we're gonna do more. So only for the people who got the time can come here right now. People who had time for like 12 hours later, they were also here. I'm like, what are you doing? And then the doors opened, we went inside. It was a nasty feeling. It was a juicy feeling, but it was a nasty feeling. I got embarrassed because I didn't exactly know which counter to go because they changed the entire structure. The packaging was really nice. The people out there, the employees, they were nice. They were clean, they were hospitable. We showed them the code. Unfortunately, I hadn't paid for the controller, the extra controller in Spider-Man, the Ultimate Edition, so I had to go back and pay for that until 2 people already got the PS5 by that time. Then I came back, I picked up my stuff. Boys, after spending hours in the line, I am finally here. Got my PS5. Yo, boys, so big line. A guy came 3 hours before me. I was like, I thought I'm the first.
But no, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Let's do this. We out here. You guys, I'm about to cry. I'm gonna cry. Also, can I just say one thing? This man, okay, why am I looking at this? I just can't stop looking at it. There was this one guy. He insulted Xbox right in front of us. He's like, nobody plays it. I'm like, what the freak, man? Let me enjoy my PlayStation. Hold up.
Finally got the PS5, waiting for confirmation, verifications, ID, whatever. Once we got it, he was like, congratulations. But one thing I will say, they did good job. Hey, yo, retailer, you got me as a customer, okay. Now that I came outside the shop and I have all these extra, I'm like, okay, how do I get home now? I never thought about it because I was so focused on getting into the shop from home. Now that I haven't even planned on getting back home. So I called Uber. I accidentally thought there was another person who was my Uber. And I went to him. I was like, no, you're not that person. Let me go back. Sorry for disturbing you. Then I went to the other person. He was my Uber. It was a mess. Don't ask. Then we came back home. Obviously, the unboxing. One thing I will say is like it's 10 times bigger than Xbox box. Xbox box is a huge box. But this box is even bigger box. It's so huge like you can hide Xbox Series X barely the box because it's so big. But PS5 is even bigger than that. You can't hide. That shizzle you can hide. You can't. Use this to roam around, you're done. The packaging, I will say, is not as fancy as Xbox's. Xbox like is on top of fancy boxing, but all of their fanciness went into the console rather than the boxing. The box still looks awesome. When you look at it, you just feel good. It just feels so good. But regardless, we took it out. There was a box inside, and inside the box, there was another box. Inside that box, there were some cables, and I want to salute Sony for sending me the USB-C port, something Xbox didn't send. Then we got the console itself, and it is gigantic. It is enormous. You can clearly see the difference. When you put Xbox and PS side by side, it doesn't even glow up. PS takes all the views. It distracts you. Everybody, when they come to your room, they see Xbox, they see PS. They're not gonna see Xbox, they're gonna see PS. They're like, okay, this is interesting, this is fascinating. Automatically, the details were popping out. The details, the design, everything about it is just popping. It just feels like a futuristic prop, futuristic technology in your house. We got the plate where you put on the PS5. I'm not gonna lie it down, I'm just gonna keep it standing up. Nice details, shiny, very cool. The white, I love this white. I'm so glad it is not like bright white, but it's like gray white. And I love it for it. The controller, they sync up real fast. And yeah, the packaging, not the best packaging compared to the Xbox, but still awesome packaging for the product itself. Because everything, the fanciness is in the console, not the box. The box from the outside looks great, but from the inside, I would give the points to Xbox. One thing I will say, the real deal here is the controller. Because let me tell you, you play Astro Bot on PS5 with that controller, that shizzle is no joke. People are talking about the adaptive response. That is insane. It is nuts. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen, for video games. I don't know why Xbox didn't do it, but this one, although the PS5's controller's D-pad does feel a bit cheaper, it doesn't feel as great as Xbox's D-pad. But other than that, the adaptiveness of this, the adaptive control, the haptic feedback, the word I was looking for, is insane. I don't think anyone can match or even compare theirs with this. It's just so clean, and Sony thought this out because first of all, the interface. Roll that interface, please. When you get there, it's so juicy because when you go to a game and you highlight it, and when you see the big full wallpaper on it, their soundtrack plays. But when it comes to the games itself, Sony thought this through. They were like, okay, you know people are gonna be downloading the games, so what do while they wait? They open Astro Bot. I was never excited for Astro Bot, but now after hearing a lot of people saying, oh, you need to check out because of the haptic feedback, I was like, let me check it out. And once I did, oh god, the experiences were the perfect game, the perfect presentation for the console and the game and the controller itself. But if anyone picks up PS5, just so you know, get yourself PS Plus collection if you never got the chance to play PS4 games. Even if you did, PS Plus collection has some of the best PS4 games. Overall, to sum it up, never thought I would get these stuff here. This is us doing it. If I can do it, someone like me, you've seen my face. People laugh, alright? When they look at me, they're like, this guy's gonna make it. Get out of here. So if I can do it, you can do it too. You have to just believe in yourself. But the next thing you need to do after believing in yourself is just keep on grinding, The commitment, the hard work, it'll pay off eventually. If you'll excuse me now, was got a date with PS5. I need to finish the Astrobot, get myself PS Plus collection, play The Last of Us. You know the videos are coming soon. Now, I'm gonna leave you with the final thing. Now that I got PS5, we're gonna do the Dark Deception Torment Therapy, Mascot Mayhem, Barely Buried, Vanny from Final Fantasy Security Breach, all from T-Master and Dreams. It'll all happen in the coming days. I know I didn't manage to get that much from Xbox because they have no stuff attached to it. I can't record the interface and whatnot in games, but I can do it here with this one. So let's do it. I'll leave you guys with this one right here, right now. Enjoy the Astrobot gameplay, and I'll see you boys here with more PS5. It's just let me do my thing.